To help plan your day, here are the short-term and long-term forecasts for your region. To upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Florida's legendary Amelia Island, Florida's premier luxury beach destination with genuine southern hospitality.
Hope is slowly fading in Sri Lanka that any more survivors will be found from a deadly landslide in the tea-producing region of the country. Heavy rains hampered search operations today as soldiers and police worked to clear mounds of earth. Over 100 people are feared dead. A stranded motorist in southwestern China is lucky to be alive after becoming trapped in flood waters. Rescuers used any means possible to help the stranded motorist, such as throwing him a rubber ring on rope. After climbing into the ring, he got into a bucket of an excavator, which lifted him to safety. It was not a pleasant drive for commuters along Chicago's lakeshore today. Gusts over 80 kilometers an hour produced waves up to 7 meters high, flooding some roadways. The system responsible is on its way to Ontario, where some areas could pick up more snow. Yes, winter may have arrived early for parts of northern Ontario. Sudbury saw 13 centimeters of snow by 4 p.m. Friday, and more is possible into the weekend. Areas as far south as Caledon could even see a couple of centimeters into Saturday. We'll have more on your active weather coming up.
Thanks for joining us. Our Storm Watch coverage does continue. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkit. Kasia Bedurka will join us in a few moments to talk about the active weather across the country. But let's see what's happening on social media today. Quite a bit of snow in northern Ontario. The Nickel Belt picked up about 10 centimeters. So we've got some snowmen that have some pumpkins on top of them. Pretty creative. Speaking of Halloween, let's head to this shot right here. Kasia Bedurka, who's joining us, has her nieces all dressed up. One of them's Elmo, one of them's a bee. A little bit blurry, but they're absolutely adorable. And next we've got Charlene Tyson, our producer, behind the scenes, working hard to put together this show. She's got her daughter and her niece out there, and her husband in the background. He's the scary one. Let's talk about the active weather we're seeing. And as you can see here, big systems in the east and the west to contend with. Nor'easter moving into Atlantic Canada, and we do have some rain-snow mix tonight in parts of the Greater Toronto region. You're probably already seeing it around Oshawa, for example, and Cottage Country too. Our big story on the horizon for the weekend, we need people to get prepared for a nor'easter in the east. So the flashlight's ready to go in case you lose your power, the whole bit. We're going to see some strong northeast winds. It starts as rain Saturday, but Saturday into Sunday, this is going to change over to snow for New Brunswick, particularly in the north of Fredericton, for example. Could be up to 10 centimeters or more. And then for Newfoundland, generally it's rain, but the western shores could get some snow. So the pink starting to mix Saturday evening. The green is the rain. And then we take a look at the blues, and it's really going to be that wraparound effect with those cold northeasterly winds that brings in the snow. And again, it's north of Fredericton over towards Woodstock, Perth, Andover, that's seeing the potential for the most snow this weekend. Let's head next to the city of Calgary, where your weather this weekend really is going to start to change. But for today on Halloween, perfect conditions to be outside. Lots going on across the city of Calgary if you want to get out and be all spooky. Now here's Kasia with how it's going to be a lot spookier when the snow comes down.
Yeah, it's downhill from here, I'm afraid. But you know what, in Calgary, you should be proud of yourselves. You had the best weather for trick-or-treating. Not the case for you tomorrow, though. We do have a snowfall warning in effect for southern portions of the province, including Cardston, including Crow's Nest Pass. 10 to 20 centimeters of snow possible through these areas. And how it's playing out, really, it's already pushing in through the overnight, the system, and into the afternoon, even Calgary, you know, a rain-snow mix because temperatures are going to be around 3 degrees there. Feeling cooler with the winds, and then 10 to 15 centimeters of snow a little south of Lethbridge and to the west of that. Saskatchewan, your turn will be on Sunday when it comes to the snowfall. Meanwhile, for you in Vancouver, today was day 22 of seeing rain. And you know what? Tomorrow's going to be your break, and then more rain on the way after. Hey, we've got more on your active weather across the country coming up.